means to me as just in our daily lives, turning to God and turning to our faith to help us get us through the day, deal with any stress or troubles or concerns that we might have.
We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We don't have perfect people here on earth. And so this prayer life is going to be difficult sometimes. And there's challenges to it. Rightfully so, because when's the last time you had something that was really worthwhile that was not challenging?
It's clear that our families in this parish have formed our children, and we are continuing to form them at the school to become children of God who pray.
It's so cool getting to see how these little kids are just like so in awe of learning so much about God at such a young age, and I think that it will really impact them for the rest of their life and help them to grow closer to God.
When you're prayerful and you come to the Lord and you ask Him, like I come to the Lord daily and I ask Him to increase my love, help me love more, help me love better, help me love you and those around me. He responds generously to good prayer life, and love conquers all. So
I wouldn't say you have to have an adoration chapel to be a good parish, but I would say it helps your parish grow leaps and bounds. They have Jesus visible to them all the time. And then also having him here for so long helps parishioners here to see how much good comes from the adoration chapel and to see the constant slow growth that really it builds a solid foundation on prayer and on Christ.
Being prayerful has helped me in the finance process is to really help discern what God wants for this parish and to be really open to that.
By Being Prayerful has impacted me personally by being a better person, a better father, and a better husband, on more on the right path and more on the journey, but maybe even accelerated, and a greater understanding that I am a sinner, and there's still much work to do no matter how prayerful you become.
One of the most challenging things that people will often face in life is going through a major life transition, and converting into Catholicism or going through a process of really engaging your faith as an adult requires a great deal of openness.
I think that the new adventure that the school is on which it has embarked has required an openness among the children to experience a shift, a change, especially our older children who have experienced a traditional education model for their entire lives, and to become used to that and then have to experience a new model, which is amazing, and they're thriving in it, which is fascinating to watch, but that requires an openness.
I started to think, maybe God doesn't want me to be a priest just because it'd be cool and we get to wear vestments and eat donuts on Sundays and everyone love us, but maybe He really wants me to do this for His sake and for the sake of His kingdom and the salvation of souls.
Well, the students in the confirmation program, they really open up when we're having small group discussions, sharing a lot of things, and it's interesting because it's a good, safe environment where they can share their experience and ask the questions that might be a little bit difficult to ask, let's say, of their parents or someone that they're related to. And being open to each other and being open to the voice of God in their lives is a process.
For me, it's wonderful to get up early in the morning and start the week or end the week in what I think God intended in the first place for me. And I ask that question all the time. I mean, what is it you want me to do? What am I supposed to be doing? And I think He kind of guided me to Saturday mornings.
The feeling that one gets when they begin to open their heart to the will of God and that journey, that naturally we get out of the way and He does His work and takes over, and you start going places that you didn't think that you would ever go. And so I would just suggest to others that if you open your heart and you get out of your way, then allow that opportunity, allow Him to do His work.
Thomas Aquinas would say that love is willing the good of the other for the sake of the other. And I think generosity stems from that. It's giving of oneself for the sake of someone else.
Giving abundantly with great love.
Giving my time to these little children when I could be at home doing other things.
I'm often asked, do you have the support of the parish? And the answer is simple, the answer is easy. I always say yes. We have a strong, solid community of parishioners that are faithful. They know what it means to serve the Lord, and they are supporting us.
We have to sort of link hands and be generous, not because of a pulpit request or not because of a video, but because of the person on either side of us at Sunday Mass, at daily Mass, in whatever we're doing, you know, in the school. We should be generous for each other.
There's so many ways that we can take our God-given talent and what I believe He has intended us to do and channel it through the church. So that's what it means to me, is making sure I identify my God-given talent, find avenues to give back, and then just go out and help people.
The classic way to respond to those would be time, talent, and treasure. And I think that over the years it has been evident that everyone who is on that spiritual journey, their time increases, their physical time increases here, their spiritual time increases here, and then there's a natural evolution of their ability to financially give. And over the years, there's no question that that has occurred in our life.
That's why I give to St. John's.
And that is why I give to St. John's.
That's why I give to St. John's.
And that's why I give to St. John's.
And that's why I give to St. John's.
And that's why I give to St. John's.